What's up, broadcasters? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Branding Banter, your promo products podcast where you can get all the nerdy news you need to know about. And apparently, you also get doggy photos, little miniature husky doggy photos.
Oh my
If you're not watching live, I don't know what you're doing, but we have video, and you should come check out the video. But my name is Jeff Franklin. I am the director of sales at Hidware USA.
Oh, I'm Megan. I work at the Bark and Bowie. This is Moose.
Moose.
God, Moose
Wonderful.
is so cute. Moose just stole the show. Who cares about anything else? Like they're
National
on screen, right? Yeah.
I had to show them
I'm
off.
Sarah Goshgiri and Unruh. I am VP of Sales over at Market Fuel.
All right.
Well,
Should
Jason,
I-
we're joined today by Jason Noakes from Promo Pulse. But Jason, it's been a minute since we've had you on the podcast. So why don't you just give us like a quick rundown of who you are and what Promo Pulse is and all things good.
Yeah. I am Jason Noakes, founder of Promo Pulse. I am a promo lifer, and so I have been both on the supplier and distributor side briefly, but most of my time has been spent as a service provider. And so I was the original developer of Distributor Central. I was its president for a long time. And then I left DC in 2019 to start Promo Pulse. And Promo Pulse we're here to help distributors. So we have all the content in the industry. They can sign up and get free tools. We also have a wonderful marketing platform I'll talk about in a minute that completely automates their marketing and just makes them look like the professionals they are.
Awesome. So, Meg, quick question before we roll into today's topic. Why do you name a miniature husky, like a little teacup, whatever the hell that thing was, Moose? Like one of the largest land mammals.
Because he's so cute and he's so little, and a moose is the opposite. So,
did you pick the name though?
I actually did this one. Me and Addie picked it out. And BJ's trying to change it to Wookie. Get out of here with that Wookie. It's Moose. Moose Malone.
I think it's easier to call Moose. That's always whenever we name dogs. I don't know about you guys. When you named animals, we tried the calling of the animal to figure out what would roll off the tongue really easily.
You need one syllable.
Yeah. Well, no, you need the moosey and the E on the end of it. That's all.
Yeah. Moose, come here.
So
Anyway.
We're excited to talk about Promo Pulse, and more specifically, you've just recently launched a new little platform, or at least some details to a platform that's already been launched. Jason, you just want to unveil?
Yeah, definitely. So we have, and probably three years ago, we launched AMP, which stands for Always On Marketing Platform for Distributors, and this completely automates marketing for distributors. So they sign up, they pick their preferred suppliers, they upload their customer list, and they click a button to connect with their social feeds. And after that, all their campaigns are scheduled and they don't have to do anything at all. And so that's been wonderful. What we've heard, though, over the last 3 years, we've had distributors that maybe are new, or they're not big enough to afford a full-time marketing package, or they're seasonal and they want to pause campaigns. And so this month we launched AMP Flex, and AMP Flex is wonderful because it starts at $10 a month. And distributors can completely pick whatever they want to do. So if they just want to send 50 emails a month, or if they want to post images to social, they want to post video, they want to do it twice a week, once a month, whatever they want to do, it's completely and instantly ready to go. And so it's just literally sign up, click, do a couple clicks, and you can have an email campaign within 5 minutes. So it's pretty cool.
That's incredible, Jason. I mean, just thinking about on my side of it, being an end buyer and user now, and still having a foot in the industry, the marketing stuff takes some time.
Yeah.
And if you don't luckily I have the background to be able to do it, but it still takes me time because I have to go into Canva or Illustrator, create the post, create the copy, the images, make sure it's all relevant, and it takes so much time.
Mm-hmm.
So if there was something here that was only $10 a month and it's fully does everything for me, it would be such a steal, because I know in my POS system they offer it and XYZ will offer it, but I'm like, it's an extra $100, $149 a month just to put out social posts. So, for a new business or a small business, that's a lot.
Even if you are good at marketing, the system's designed that we will take care of all your branded product content. So we get lifestyle content from suppliers, we curate it, and then that's what we send out to your customers or post to social media. But distributors can still post their own stuff on top of that. We just help distributors be consistent and to look great and to be all about brand product content. So even if you have distributors do a lot of variety of things at different values and missions and specialties, and so no matter what they do, most of them still sell branded merch, and so we take care of that core portion for them. So yeah.
I was going to ask where the content comes from. So you had mentioned you sign up, you click a few things, and then all of a sudden you've got an email campaign, which is amazing because let's face it, distributors, 97% small business, a lot of them are one man bands and don't have the bandwidth to be able to do something like this. So I think any service that is affordable, that eliminates a lot of that kind of back end work, but also advertises themselves is a huge win. But the content itself, I mean, how does that get generated? Are there limitations? Do they get to pick, maybe what suppliers they want stuff going out from? Because I know with Promo Pulse, you get to basically follow certain suppliers and stuff like that. So does it link to that? I mean, how does it work, Jason?
Yeah.
Good questions, Jeff.
Yeah. So when we launched Promo Pulse, we had a number of free tools for distributors, and we started out. We pull content from the entire industry continuously, so all the time, and so we're monitoring everybody's feed, including headwear. And so whenever you post something, Jeff, then we pull that into Promo Pulse. And for AMP, we wrote an algorithm that then will analyze every post that comes in from the industry, and we look for lifestyle content. So no text, no pricing, no supplier logos, no flyer looking stuff, just only lifestyle imagery. And so we pull that in and we curate it and we approve it. So AI does a lot of this work, but there are humans that still click the button that says, yeah, that's okay. And then when a distributor signs up for AMP, they can pick their preferred suppliers. And so when you mesh the distributor's choice of their suppliers and then the curated content, then we build campaigns, but the campaigns are all every campaign that goes out is unique for every distributor. So we don't send the same thing out. There are some other services out there that send the same thing out for all distributors. So every campaign is unique, and it's from the suppliers that they choose. So yeah, it works really well.
Does it add a logo for the distributor onto the marketing piece that's going out?
For email, yeah, we have the logo at the top. For video, we also do video, and so we take content from suppliers, mostly images, but then we turn them into video, and then we put the distributor's logo at the end of the video. So, and the video allows them to post to TikTok and Reels and YouTube Shorts, and really helps expand their reach of their business.
So I'm going to ask you a question that I don't know. Where do you see most, although distributors don't do a great job of marketing, even though we're in marketing, but where do you see that they are marketing or having the most success from a marketing perspective? Is it on social campaigns? Or is that growing more traction? Is it still emails? What does it look like?
Social is very important. Social, though, is not a silver bullet. So you can't start a Facebook page, start posting to it, and just let the orders start rolling in. So it still takes work on the distributor's part to build their followers, to do, to engage, to comment, to do all those types of things. And so because of that, I see email is usually the largest driver of immediate requests. So an email goes out for a distributor, and just clients start asking questions about products. And so, an email goes right in their inbox. It's right there in front of them. And so I always recommend if a distributor has to pick and choose between the two, I always recommend email, only because it's immediate. It's also their own list. I'm sure you've heard, like, Kirby's a big practitioner of your own list. Social media that's a rented list. Like if Facebook goes away, then all your followers are gone.
You have no idea, right?
Yeah. So but saying all that, social is still important. I believe social is important for distributors because it helps build up their brand reputation.
Yep.
A lot of people do their primary research on social media, and so if a distributor doesn't have a presence at all, that's kind of sketch, and it's like, what's going on here? And AMP just helps them build up a steady backlog of content. And so a distributor or a client, end user is interested in this company. They go do research, they look and they see, oh, yeah, these guys are posting frequently. These are great ideas that look great. And it's a longer form. I think, it's a slower build for orders.
So what's
It is. It's
included
good.
in
Oh,
$10
go
a
ahead.
month? Go ahead, Meg. Because
I
I've
know. I
asked.
was just. I was just saying that you're right, Jason, and I think it's you can't use one without the other. I think they both come hand in hand, and I think the ability to repost this stuff and stay consistent. When I get people that come in the door, I'm like, "Oh, are you local? Are you visiting?" And I ask them where they found us, and 9 times out of 10, it's through they already followed us on social media. But it's not like we started up a Facebook page and called it a day. I am following all of the local businesses, anyone that might buy dog stuff or cat stuff, and then I'm commenting, and then I'm just putting out the content. And last night, I don't, if you guys aren't doing social with your businesses, you're really missing out, because the analytics now that these social media platforms are offering are insane. First off, LinkedIn used to be the best. It still is really good. But I really didn't even like Instagram for a long time, but I've been doing a lot for my company, and I was able to go in and just look at the analytics and how much it's grown. And this month alone, we had over 29,000 impressions. So am I getting orders from that? No, but I'm getting people in the store because they saw that. Okay, maybe they don't need the dog raincoat, but they saw that I had from food, right? So
It's a
you're
slow
not
build.
getting, we didn't, yeah, it's like you really need to kind of just build your brand and build your awareness. So when you can complement it with the email blast from the same, it's just comes full circle. So
Meg, you're
I
also in
love
a
it.
little bit of a different category now too. I mean, rather than being business to business, you're now business to consumer. So of course, there's going to be different platforms that work better for that. And I think Instagram's a perfect example of that. Jason, my question for you was with the $10 a month for AMP Flex. What is included with that? So you mentioned email campaign. Is there a limited number of email blasts that go out, or social media posts, or what's included in the monthly package?
Well, it starts at $10, so I want to make that clear. And $10 basically keeps the lights on. We set up your account, we connect your social accounts, or whatever you want to do. We also have a tool called Idea Generator that distributors can use and add to the website or their email signature. All of the marketing campaigns go back to the Idea Generator, and clients can ask questions, and that has an infinite scroll. And so when you sign up, it's a $10 a month fee every month, so you stay on, and we keep everything going. And then if you want to add email, we have a charge for that. It's like, I think from the first 100 is like 10 cents, and then it goes radically down the more emails you send. If you want to do a social post, it's one cost, a video post. And so you can kind of mix and match and build your budget. So it's not only $10. So I'm glad you asked that question. I mean, you will spend a little bit more money, but the nice thing is you can, if you have a budget you can't go over, you can work backwards, right? If you have $50, you can set $50 and decide what you want to do each month. Or if you have something in particular you want to do, say you want to do one social post and one video post and emails to your clients, you can do that. And so it's really mix and match and flexible, but it starts at 10. It'll be more than $10 if you want to do something, but it's designed to be affordable and flexible.
When you start, it's like somebody signs up for AMP, right? And albeit if they started with email campaigns, as we said, and it's their list, right? How long do you suggest that a distributor utilizes and test kind of that campaign to realize that if they're receiving ROI or not? And I say that because I feel like a lot of times people will invest and maybe they decided to spend $20 that month, whatever, and they didn't have any results, right? So a lot of them will just instantly peel back and be like, well, that was a waste.
Yeah.
So how long is it, do you find that it takes to grow traction from those?
I've seen both. I've seen it take several campaigns before clients start reacting. I've seen one guy got 6 orders on his first email. I mean, it's been all across the board, really. And I always say, I get the question a lot. It's like, what statistics you provide, how do we know it's working? And so, and we have a whole analytics portal, and I can show you every click and track and open and everything like that. I mean, it really comes down to, though, are you getting orders? Are people asking questions about it? And then if you go even further back, it really depends on how your customer list and how good a job you do with your customers. I mean, I hate to say that, but it's you can have a massive list, but if you're not paying attention to any of them, or you bought the list or whatever, you're not gonna get great results. But if you have a great relationship with your clients, you're gonna see this uh, um, request coming in every time. And so one of my very early customers reached out to us this last month, and she wanted to kind of get a refresher on what if the new stuff that we had. But she says she's been using this for 4 years, so she was one of the very first testers. She every time she sends an email, she says she gets a request for an order. So that's after 4 years, and which really made me feel good, because sometimes you wonder if you're sending stuff out, people kind of get blind to the marketing. But she said it just without fail, it works every time. So.
Well, I will say, being on the distributor side for a time in my career, and looking out there, what goes into marketing and the small businesses and not having the resources, I had so many people come to me and ask, like, what can I do? Where can I go? And I wish at the time it just left my memory, right? But I think staying top of mind, Jason, is so important, because there are so many distributors that need this service. And I think that $10, for $10 a month, you can skip a coffee at Starbucks once a week, once a month, and literally pay for this. Because
Yeah,
it's just, you'd be stupid not to.
yeah, and if you're a salesperson, I don't know why you wouldn't want to use
Yeah.
something like this. And even if you have to pay for it yourself, it's maybe the company doesn't provide it, but if you want to make your life easier, your job easier, if you're just staying in front of your clients if they get something every month,
Gosh,
and
yeah.
then you make a call to them, they already have, they've already seen you once that month, and they've already had something to talk about. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's really, again, Ampflex is designed to be well, flexible, obviously the name, but I mean it's to these situations that maybe aren't common, where like I said, a company's doesn't provide the software for all the salespeople, but starting at $10, you can like you said, skip a coffee, and then you can do an email blast, skip another coffee, and so 2 coffees a month, to stay in front of your clients is awesome.
And a drink at the bar. No.
Yeah, and a drink
Yeah.
at the bar. Yeah, if you drink at the bar. Yeah, if you start going drinks, you can really go to town.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, I think too is that, like, if I put my distributor hat back on, there are so many times that my customers had no clue as to the breadth of everything that I could do for them. And so this helps fill in the gaps. And I think a lot of times as distributors, we get a little jaded. We just instantly assume, and we had talked about this, I don't know if it was last week or the week before, Jeff and Meg, we were talking about of how when we look at it through our eyes, we're so jaded because we're in it, right? Like, this is our life. We live this every day. But you have to think about the consumers and the companies who are buying, the end users. They're not in this. So they don't really have an idea of really how we classify promotional products and all of the different things. I can't tell you on TikTok all the banners that you can order now for super cheap, and it's everywhere for weddings and stuff. And I'm like, well, that really, I can order in my industry. And so it's just something we're used to. But for an end consumer, they're not. It's not part of their daily.
They don't. I mean, they're looking for ideas to build their business too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's why we're
Yep.
doing this, to help them grow their businesses. And just like Meg, I've heard Meg talk about what it's done for her retail business now. But something like this gives end users new ideas, and so they can scroll. And it's oftentimes, since we pull from social feeds, it's brand new stuff. So it's the freshest of the fresh, and so it gives these small businesses, ideas on how to grow their business, and what or they have client or employee rewards or client gifts or whatever they're trying to do. It's an easy way for everybody, but suppliers and distributors, to get this content in front of the end user.
Jason, where can people reach out to you or find out more information that we might not have covered here?
Yeah, it's promopulse.io. So everything that we've talked about is on the website, and you can sign up. We have demos, and it's super easy. I didn't mention too, with Flex, we give you $60 free credits to get started. So there's no obligation. So you can try everything. You can email, social, video at no cost. We also have a bundle plan. So if you're a larger distributor and are sending 5,000 emails a month and want to do all this stuff, then there's a bundle plan that's a great value, and you get started for 30 days free for that too. So there's really no reason at all to not give it a shot.
Yeah.
I'm sold.
Yep. Okay.
Me too.
Yeah, that pretty much sells it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you heard it first. Go to promopulse.io, check out AmpFlex, and get yourself some email campaigns and social media posts and idea generation and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Reach out to Jason, and it's a perfect little platform. So
Do some marketing, marketers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
In the marketing industry, right?
100%.
absolutely. All right. Any closing notes, or is that it?
That's it.
That's it
Go
for
ahead,
me.
Jason.
I just want to say thanks for having me on. It's good seeing you guys. I haven't seen all of you for a while, so
I know.
It's
You'll
good
be
to
in
see you too,
Vegas.
Jason.
You'll be in Vegas, right,
I'll be in
Jason?
Vegas, of course.
All right. Maybe we'll see
Maybe
you there.
best appearance to Vegas this year.
Maybe.
Ooh.
I guess we'll have to wait and see at this point then. All right, guys. Until next time. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you.
All right. Thank you. Bye.